Welcome back everyone. So we're on day 2 today and we're working the lower body. So we will be doing 3 sets, but you can start with 1 set and work up over time whenever you feel ready. Have some dumbbells handy. We will be doing some exercises on the floor as well, but I will give you options for doing them standing if you wish. That is about it. Let's get started.
A new place, a new home. For a while, let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back. Take my time, just enjoy the ride. A new man passing by. Life is good, best I've ever felt. Get me up, somewhere new, somewhere I can find myself. I feel so alive. As I reach out to the sky. I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. Cause I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay. Cause I found my way. Cause I found my way. Cause I found my way. My way. My way. My way. My way. Cause I found my way. My way, my way, my way, my way. I found my way, I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. Cause I found my way, I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay. Cause I found my way.
So let's get started with our first exercise. So our first exercise is doing a squat. So how deep you go in the squat is totally dependent on what works for you. If it causes pain in your knees, then don't go that low. Just go to the point that it feels comfortable and then come back up. A few things: make sure you're pressing into your heels when you stand back up. You do not need to use weights. I'm only using weights because I want to show that you can use weights, and I just want to show how you're able to use them in the video. But by all means, if this is your first time doing them, or if you haven't been doing strength training in a while, then just do it without weights. Another thing you can do is squeeze the glutes as you come up. That's also going to give your glutes a little bit more of a workout. And make sure that you're really pressing your bum back when you sit back into the squat. And stop there. Let's put the weight down if you are using weights. So taking a bit of a breather here, and then we're going into the deadlifts. So when you do the deadlifts, keep your knees slightly bent, back is flat. So use a heavy weight that you find challenging, and how low you go with the weight is again up to you. You don't need to go nearly as low as I go with my weights. You can just go to the knees and then come back up. Squeeze the glutes as you stand up straight. Again, find what works best for you. And stopping there, putting the heavy weight down, and then we're gonna go into a calf raise. So we're gonna do single calf raises, holding the weight in one hand, so the weight goes in the hand of the foot that is being lifted up. So you can choose whatever weight works best for you. If you want, you can use no weights as well, and you'll still get a workout for your calves here. Another thing you can do is, if you're not using any weight, you can do a double calf raise at the same time. But if you want to get a bit more, then grab a weight to make it a bit more challenging. So here your legs are the leg that is working is fairly straight. Your knee is just soft, but otherwise it is fairly straight. Otherwise you're not actually working the calf muscles. And stopping there, switching to the other side. So stopping there, and we're going to go into our second set. So for the squats, we're changing it up. We're having our feet wide. You can hold dumbbells in between if you wish. Again, making sure that you're pressing your bum back to protect your knees, and only go to the depth that works for you. So if you haven't done these in a while, then don't use any weights. But if you want to be challenged, grab some dumbbells, push up, and pressing through the heels. Remember to squeeze the glutes when you're standing straight. Stopping there. So remember, at any point you don't have to do as many as I'm doing either. If you feel you've had enough, then stop and then just continue on when you're ready, or just move on to the next exercise. So let's just stretch the legs out a little bit here, bringing the knees up, and then going into our second set of deadlifts. Started, making sure your knees are bent and back is flat.
Sometimes I feel like I can make you whole. I just can't change my emotions. There isn't anything I wouldn't do to prove that everything I say is true. And if you let me, I keep loving you. I just can't change my emotions.
Stopping there, and we'll get ready for calf raise. Now, as I said in day one, if you haven't been doing strength training in a while, then just do one set for now and then move into 2 sets when you're ready. And let's go with our second set for calf raises. And switching to the other side.
I know this might sound insane, but baby, you're gonna love me again, love me again. Yeah, I paid my dues to show you I'm not the same. It has cost me much, but I would do it again.
And finishing with our second set.
Come on, love me again, love me again.
Taking a breather, getting ready for a third set, so doing another set of squats. Again, if you want, you can use weights or not.
I
All right, you ready? Let's do it. And stopping there and getting ready for our third set of deadlifts.
I get around despite the loss. I'm over here, gotta get across.
Getting ready with the weights for the deadlifts. And starting.
Not interested. Open your eyes, let's get it done. Take my hand, just follow me. Shadowing me, I won. Oh, the sky is on fire. The lake has turned to a golden sun. Oh, I'll never get tired. I just wanna dance, just wanna.
Finishing with that one and getting ready for the calf raise. And when you're ready, let's get started.
I'm over here, gotta get across. Whether you like it or not.
And switching to the other side. And we are done for our 3 sets for the first set of exercises. So let's just take a bit of a breather, and then we are going to go onto the floor to do our side leg raises, but you also have the option to use a chair and do it standing. So getting into position, trying to have your body in a straight line, and we're just going to bring the leg up and back down again. And then switching into circles. So going 10 times around and then switching the direction and going the other way. So let's switch directions. And stopping there. So let's switch to the other side. You can just turn around. You don't have to turn your whole body around. You can just face the other way. And getting ready to just bring the legs straight up. And let's go. And switching into the circles. And switching the direction. So going on to our backs, we are going to do a glute raise. If you want, you can add a dumbbell and put it on your hips. So we're just going to lift the glutes up. We are going to squeeze those buns. So squeeze as hard as you can as you bring your hips up and then come back down again. Now, if you can't be on the floor, you can also do this in a chair by just lifting your glutes up, having your hands on the side of the chair. So just be sure to really squeeze the glutes as you come up. And finishing there. And then going back into our side raises. And going into the circles. And switching the direction. And switch to the other side of the body. And then starting with the leg raises. And moving into the circles. And switching in the other direction. And stopping there. So let's go back into the bridge. So bringing the weight onto your hips. If you want to use the weight, you don't need to. Making sure that you're holding that squeeze as you lift up. Keeping your feet shoulder width apart and just continuing with that movement. And stopping there, bringing the weight off if you were using it, and going into our third set of the leg raises. And going into the leg circles. Switching the direction. And stopping there, let's just stretch out the leg and the hip here. And then switching to the other side. So starting with the straight leg lifts. And moving into the circles. switching the direction. And stopping there and just bringing the knee forward again to stretch out the hip. And coming out of that one, we've got our last glute bridge. So again, use the weight if you wish or not. So that's it for those exercises. We are going to go on our hands and knees, and we are going to go into the bird dog. So just working on our core here, we'll bring one hand up, the opposite leg goes up. So when you bring the hand up, bring the thumb up towards the ceiling. I'll get there, there we go. And bringing that foot back, trying to keep your body in a straight line as you go through the exercise. Finishing there. So we're going to stand up and we are going to do some lunges. Now I know a lot of people really don't like lunges, and that's okay. If you don't want to do them, of course you can skip them, but you can use a chair and use the chair for support by putting your hand on the chair when you come down. You don't need to do a deep lunge, just go to the depth. Again, that works for you and that works for your knees. Lunges are great for strengthening your legs overall and your glutes. So we're just going to do a static lunge with going up and down, finding the pace that works for you, having your hand on a chair if you want it for support. I get around despite the loss. Finishing there, and then we'll switch to the other side. Whether you like it or not, there is a moment meant for us. And when you're ready. Play this, not interested. Open your eyes, let's get it done. Take my hand, just follow me. Shadowing me, I won. Oh, the sky is on fire. The lake has turned to a golden sun. And stopping there, taking a bit of a breather here. I just wanna dance, just wanna For the next one, we're going to do a reverse lunge. So that just means bringing a foot back and going into that lunge position and switching sides. So just going from one leg to another. Again, whatever depth works for you is fine. You don't need to go as low as I'm going. And just do your best. And you can also have a chair beside you and hold on to the chair for support. Open your eyes, let's get it done. Take my hand, just follow me. Shadowing me, I won. Oh, the sky is on fire. And finishing there. So your heart is probably pounding. That's pretty normal with any kind of leg work. So just move your legs around, take a bit of a breather here. into our next set. So static lunges, just going up and down with one side. Switching to the other side when you're ready. Stopping there. Again, taking some nice deep breaths, moving the legs around. And going into our reverse lunges again. Stopping there. So we've got one more set. If you haven't been doing these in a while, then do not do the next set because your legs will be pretty tired and fairly sore. So only go into a third set when you've been doing this for a while. All right, let's do it. Static lunges. And then switching to the other side. And starting. And stopping there, we've got our last set of reverse lunges. And let's go. And stopping there. Good job. So we're just going to finish up with some core work. So just going onto the floor when you're ready or sitting on a chair. And we're just going to punch from side to work the core. So again, how far you go back where you're sitting is up to you. If you have back issues, then sit up fairly straight. If you don't have any issues, then you can lean back fairly far to whatever depth feels right for you so you get in a really good ab workout here. stopping there. One more exercise, lying down on your back. We are going to bring our feet up and then just bring one heel down, making sure that you're pressing your lower back into the floor. Now, if this is too easy, you can have your legs straight and then bring one straight leg down to the floor and switch to the other side.